As they are now locked inside the Sistine Chapel, there are some extraordinary security measures that have been set up to make sure that none of us can find out what's going on.
I tried. They found my bug. They cleared it out of there.
I know. Seth Doane can tell us all about that security sweep and more. Seth?
That's right, Nora. The idea here is that we all learn at the same moment, of course, with that smoke, who has been selected Pope. But doing that in a digital age is indeed very difficult. Today, there is anti-drone technology. There's a sort of digital shield that's been put around the Sistine Chapel. Around the Vatican, there are 80 doors sealed with lead. Of course, you mentioned that the cardinals are not allowed to have their cell phones. If you go and try to place a phone call around there, probably chances are you won't be able to, because there are so many different jamming technologies to try to prevent this world's greatest secret from getting out. As you mentioned, we're expecting one vote tonight, and then the cardinals will be together. They'll have a moment to reflect, have a moment to discuss. That's when so much of this interesting work happens, because the voting itself is there in the conclave. But keeping it all secret is essential, and that's why we saw all those Vatican employees taking that oath of secrecy, cooks and cleaners, people who might just so happen to hear something. Well, it's vital that it's kept secret.
Oh,
it's amazing. And on the note of secrecy, Seth, that report reminds me, and John, you mentioned the food, the pasta of the conclave. They keep it simple. I've also read, according to our partners at the BBC, that there are also limitations on the type of food in order to protect the security of the proceedings. So certain chickens that might have a cavity where something could be slipped, or ravioli where instead of cheese you have a message. This is the level of detail that we're getting into.
Well, extraordinary measures are taken to protect the secrecy of the conclave. And really, this is not about a fetish for secrecy. It's about protecting the independence of the cardinals to make the choice that they believe before God, as Monsignor has reminded us, of the man they believe should be elected. And it's not like this is an abstract fear that has no basis in reality. I mean, as recently as the early 20th century, secular powers claimed the right to exercise a veto. That is, to be able to swoop in and say, no, you may not elect Cardinal so-and-so. That's why it's in the oath that the cardinals take this time, among other things, that they will reject any attempt by secular powers. So it's about preserving their freedom.
Yeah, and you know, on that point, you remind me to mention to our viewers that the Vatican City is a 108-acre floating independent nation in the middle of modern Rome. It has its own post office, it has its own banking system, its own set of passports, even has its own army. We keep seeing the beautiful shots of the chapel, guarding the chapel, the Swiss guards, a tradition that goes back to the 1500s. Yes. They were considered the most ferocious militiamen of that era. And so the Pope at the time said, bring me them, but make sure they're Roman Catholic baptized. And they were, and the tradition still holds.
Yeah, they have a more defensive role today than they did in the 16th century. But yes, the Vatican is a sovereign state, and another thing cardinals swear to is to protect the sovereignty of the Holy See should they be elected as Pope, and that is to protect its independence. The idea, what makes the papacy so unique is that it is a voice of conscience on the global stage that has no national interest. It's not subordinate to any other national interest, and he doesn't have its own. There's no national economy in the Vatican to speak of. You know, there's no spy service here. The Vatican is worried about troop movements and telemetries and those kinds of things. The Pope, because of that sovereignty, is free, and we heard Cardinal Ray say it today, that people expect the church to defend those fundamental humanitarian and spiritual values that are so badly needed in this world. The Pope is in a unique position to speak to that precisely because of that sovereignty.
Yeah, that's so key. That's so key. It's been about 100 years now that they've had that sovereignty. And, of course, during World War II, Rome was occupied by Hitler, by the Nazis. But Hitler, for whatever reason, decided not to enter Vatican City, and it was able to maintain that independence.